Good morning, my dear students. Welcome for to the online class of 7th standard. Already in the history 4 lesson we have discussed. So today we are going to learn one more important lesson. The lesson is Vodayar of Mysore. My dear students, in this lesson we are going to study about how the Mysore become a kingdom under the Vodayar rule and what was the role of Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan. So that details in this lesson we are going to study. And some of the competencies they have given here: appreciating the pro people achievement of Chikkadevaraya, to know the reasons and results of battles of Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan against British, to know the contribution of Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan, to understand the achievements of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vodayar. So, learning about the historical place of the Mysore province on a map. So, this all the lesson is going to include. So, now we are going to study about the Mysore Vodayars. My dear students, who were the founder of the Mysore Vodayars? According to the history, we come to know Yaduraya was the first king of a Mysore Vodayar who ruled Mysore from 1399 to 1423 century. Ganda Berunda was the emblem of the state and Srirangapatna was their first capital. So according to the history we come to know, after the Yuduraya who came into a power, so Chikkadevaraya, many other Vodayars ruled, but they are not very important. They did not made any tremendous change in the administration or extending the kingdom. So after the Yuduraya, a very important ruler who ruled Mysore, his name known as Chikkadevaraya, who ruled from 1673 to 1704. While he became a Vodayar of Mysore, he started implementing pro-people measures. He opened Athara Kacheri, means 18 departments. According to the Sanskrit, Athara means how much? 18 departments. And he also constructed a dam to the river Kaveri near Srirangapatna and made most of the field to come under the agricultural activities. So, like this, the irrigation well supported during the time of a Chikkadevaraja Vodayar, and he introduced so the thrift in the administration and enriched the treasury and was confirmed with Navakoti Narayana title. I told you there was 18 department through very neatly collected the tax, appointing the officers, and he collected how much of an tax from the people? So 9 crore. That's why he's got title Navakoti Narayana. Nava means how much? 9. Narayana means he is the Lord who collected so the 9 crore of gold coins as a tax from the people. So like this he achieved some tremendous changes in administration. And during the time of Chikkadevaraya, the Mysore was very prosperous kingdom, and later who look after the administration, they did not rule very effectively. Due to that, after the Chikkadevaraya, the kings did not administrated the kingdom of Vodayars. It went under the Dalavai rule. Dalavais means the higher ministers who appointed to help for the king in administration. They started to become prominent because Chikkadevaraja Vodayar's son was not able to look after the administration. By birth he was ಡೆಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಫ್. ಡಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಕಿವುಡ ಮತ್ತು ಮೂಕನಾದಂಥ ದೊರೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇಡೀ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಉಸ್ತುವಾರಿ ಆಡಳಿತದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೈಸೂರು ಒಡೆಯರು ಯಾರನ್ನು ನೇಮಿಸಿದ್ರು? ಅವರ ಸಹಾಯಕರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ದಳವಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ. Like this, we are going to get the information in the history. At the same time, the Hyder Ali became very dominant. he asserted the Dalavai rule and he announced himself as a king of Mysore and protected the Mysore kingdom by the attack of the Marathas and the Britishers. And his son Tippu also protected Mysore kingdom by the attack of the Marathas and the Marathas and the Englishes. At that situation, he lost his life and considered as a tiger of Mysore. So until his lost breath, he did not surrender for to the Britishers. That's why he is known in the history of Karnataka a tiger of Mysore. So let us study now Hyder Ali from how he became a king of the Mysore and how long he ruled as a ruler of the Mysore. So Hyder Ali came into a prominence from 1761 to 1782 century, means 21 years he ruled as a ruler of the Mysore. When the Hyder Ali was a commander in the Mysore army, the administration of the Mysore was under the power of Dalavai Nanjarajaya, and he was very brave and adventurous. He won many battles and accumulated army and wealth. This made him to gain respect from the king. When there was a revolt against with the capital city, means where the Nanjarajaya was not able to handle the administration, at that situation Hyder Ali suppressed it and restored the kingship of Krishna Raja Vadeyar and removed the Dalavai and took over the administration. When the many people started to oppose the Dalavai Nanjarajaya rule, at that situation he given the justice for to the Mysore people and he asserted the Dalavai Nanjarajaya and become a king of the Mysore. When he became a king of a Mysore, he took administration under his control. He engaged in extending the border of the Mysore state. He defeated the Keladi ruler and confiscated their wealth and improved his financial status. He also took over the Chitradurga fort with a lot of difficulty. That already you know, the Vanake Obawa, one of a brave woman, protected the Hyder Ali attack on the Chitradurga. Means the Hyder Ali has intention to capture the Chitradurga fort. So how it was become very tough, that in a many films and in a stories of Vanake Obawa you have learned. So not only that, some other kind of a war the Hyder Ali want to face in the future. So he was having too much of the enemies, because he was a commander. But when he became a king of a Mysore, when he started to extend the kingdom, confiscating the other property of the local rulers like Hyderabad Nizam, Marathas, they started to keep humiliation against with the Hyder Ali. The battle with the British, how it started against with the Hyder Ali, look at here. The British came for a business to India, and when they saw the political changes, they started to make expansion of a Mysore kingdom. They started to create some disturbance among the Hyder Ali enemies. This led to an inevitable clash between Hyder Ali and the British. The four battles Hyder Ali fought against with the Britishers, among two battles were faced by the Hyder Ali and other four battles were fought by his son Tippu. The first Anglo-Mysore War, it was started when the Marathas started to attack on the Hyder Ali. At that situation, the Britishers come to know the Mysore state was very prosperous. So at the last making some kind of relation with the Marathas, and they come to know the Hyderabad Nizam also having some kind of agitation against with the Hyder Ali. They made an alliance with the Marathas and the Hyderabad Nizam. They attacked on the Mysore. Hence they were not able to defeat the Hyder Ali. Soon immediately they made one agreement, that agreement known as a Madras Treaty. ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ನಡುವೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಯುದ್ಧ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ವಾರಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ವಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಸಹಾಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮರಾಠರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ನಿಜಾಮನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಗುಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿಯ ಸೈನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಬಲವಾಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವರೇನು ಮಾಡಿದರು, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮರಾಠರ ಆರ್ಮಿಯನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಸೋಲೇಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್? ಮಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಟಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟೀಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್? ದ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್, ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೇನು ಗೆದ್ದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಹಿಂದಿರುಗಿಸಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ಡ್, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದರು ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿಗೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ in a future if any enemies attacked on the Mysore, they are going to assist for to the Hyder Ali. ಯಾರೇ ವೈರಿಗಳು ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ನಿನಗೆ ಬಂದು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಯುದ್ಧವನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್. ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ? ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ. ಎ ಫ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಮರಾಠಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ ಮೈಸೂರು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಲ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಿಂತು. ಬಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ತಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಿನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಮರಾಠಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಮೈಸೂರು. ದ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಸಾಟ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಟಿ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. ಬಟ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಟೆಡ್, ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ತಿರಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ಎನಿಮಿಟಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ ದ ವಾರ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ವಾರ್. ವೈಲ್ ದ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ವಾಸ್ ಫೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ವಾರ್, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ಅವನ ಬೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ಅತಿ ಆಳವಾದ ಗಾಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವನ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲೇ ಸಾಯ್ತಾನೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೊಲಿಗ್ನೂರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ field, the Hyder Ali was died. The war continued by his son ಟಿಪ್ಪು. ಹೀಗೆ ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಯುದ್ಧ. ಅದು ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ? ಟಿಪ್ಪುವಿನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಹೂ fought heroically against with the Britishers, and he also defeated once the British in a lifetime, that is in the first Anglo-Mysore war, but in the second Anglo-Mysore war he was died. According to the history, what were the achievements of Hyder Ali? ಅವನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಏನು? ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ he entered into the ಮೈಸೂರು ಒಡೆಯರ್ ಆರ್ಮಿ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಯೋಧನಾಗಿ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಒಡೆಯರ್ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಸೈನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ದಕ್ಷತೆಯಿಂದ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಆನೆಸ್ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇವ್ರಿ he become a commander. ಮೈಸೂರು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಂದಾಳತ್ವವನ್ನು, ಸೈನ್ಯದ ಮುಂದಾಳತ್ವವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊತಾನೆ. ವೆನ್ he come to know the ದಳವಾಯಿ rule were unfit to look after the administration, he accept the Nanjarajaya and he become the king of the Mysore. And when he become a king of a Mysore, what he had done, he defeated with the Keladi rulers and confiscated the property, and he extended the kingdom up to Chitradurga. And he not only given importance to the campaigns, he also given importance to the development of literature, and he was also a very good person in making of establishment of one wonderful garden in a Bangalore. It is called as a Lal Bagh. He is the founder of a beautiful garden in the Bangalore. Like this, the information about the Hyder Ali we are going to get. And I told you, in the death of Hyder Ali, his son Tippu came into a power, and he ruled the Mysore as a king from 1782 to up to 1799. But he was very stronger than the Hyder Ali, because Hyder Ali was uneducated but Tippu was well educated. He know most of the foreign languages. He have a very good contact with the overseas kingdom. This made him to become too much enemy for to the Britishers. The second Anglo-Mysore war, when Hyder Ali died, the war was continued by the Tippu, and after the death of his father, the Anglo-Mysore war, to look after the administration of the Mysore, there was a very risk for to the Tippu, so immediately he come to a settlement with the Britishers to stop the war. That is called as a Treaty of Mangalore. ಅವನು ಎರಡನೇ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ಯುದ್ಧವನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಯಾವ ಒಪ್ಪಂದದ ಮೂಲಕ? ಟ್ರೀಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. According to the Treaty of Mangalore, a Malabar region he has given for to the British, and some other part of the Karnataka coastal area remained under the control of a Tippu. So both the parties have the returned their captured and exchanged the prisoners of war. The treaty increased the statutory of a Tippu. ಅವನು ಟಿಪ್ಪುವಿನ ಘನತೆಯನ್ನು ಎರಡನೇ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಮೈಸೂರು ಯುದ್ಧ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. In a very short duration, another two battles took between the Tippu and the British. But here the Tippu come to know that the Britishers were cunning people, so he started to make his army to train up to fight against with the Britishers. When this information come to know for to the Britishers, they started to make some different kind of alliance who were enemy for to the Tippu. In the third Anglo-Mysore war, the British laid siege on the capital of Tippu, Srirangapatna. Without any alternative, the Tippu was unable to come out from the Srirangapatna itself. ಹೇಗಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಟಿಪ್ಪುವನ್ನು ಸಾಯಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಅವನನ್ನು ಸೋಲಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಲವಾದ ಒಂದು ನಂಬಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಅಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೂರು ಅಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ನಿಜಾಮ್, Marathas and the British. They made siege on the Srirangapatna. There was no easy to escape from the Srirangapatna capital. So the Tippu come to so the agreement. So the third Anglo-Mysore war was ended by the agreement. It is called as a Srirangapatna Treaty. Under this, the Tippu has to surrender half of his kingdom. ಅವನ ಇಡೀ ಅರ್ಧ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅವನು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾರ್ ಕಂಪೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಯುದ್ಧದ ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಅವನೇ ಭರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ದೇ ಮೇಡ್ 330 lakh compensation to pay for to the all the three tropes, British, Hyderabad Nizam and the Marathas. Until he was not paying, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನು ಕೊಡೋವರೆಗೂ ತನ್ನ ಎರಡೂ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಒತ್ತೆಯಾಳಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಇಡ್ತಾನೆ. he kept his two sons as a hostages. Hostages means what? ಒತ್ತೆಯಾಳಾಗಿಡೋದು. This treaty made Tippu to feel disgraced. ಇದು ಅವನನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಕುಂದಿಸ್ತು. he decided to throw the British from the British. Once again he started to train up his army, but day by day the internal enemies of the Tippu increased. They started to provide all the information inside the Srirangapatna what it is going to happen for to the Britishers. This made the easy for to the British once again to attack on the Tippu and to kill him in the battle of Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. So he fought heroically like a tiger in the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, but unfortunately the British army was strong, so due to that Tippu fell into the death. So Mysore came under the control of the British, and later all the three alliance group, Marathas and Hyderabad Nizam and the British, divided the kingdom and they shared the property, a small property including Mysore, that they have given back for to the Mysore Wadayar family. Krishnaraja Wadayar III, they hand over the Mysore area and remaining they have took.